10 unreal ancient locations. Number 10. Longmen Grottoes. Located in the eastern central part of China, this is thought to be one of the greatest examples of Chinese Buddhist art. As many as 100,000 statues of Buddha and his disciples are located in over 2,300 caves, ranging in height from around an inch to 57 feet. The grotto covers around 1 kilometer from north to south and also contains some 40 pagodas and 3,600 tablets in the caves. It's thought that construction of the grottos started in 493 AD. Number 9. Stonehenge. Okay, did you really think we could omit Stonehenge on a list like this? The mysterious structure is thought to be more than 3,000 years old, and some sources claim 5,000 years is more accurate, and built over several stages, totaling 1,500 years. Scholars believe the big stones were hauled all the way from Wales, which would be around 150 miles. But no word on how those rocks were transported. Theories as to its purpose include Stonehenge being a burial ground, to it being an astronomical site, to it being a sacred site for Druids. Got any theories you'd like to toss into the ring? Number 8. Machu Picchu. If you're looking for a hike, you can't beat this ancient location. This famous city lies almost 8,000 feet above sea level in the Andes of southern Peru, and it can only be accessed by train or by a 4-day trek. Machu Picchu was built in the 15th century, possibly as an estate for an Inca emperor. It was abandoned around the time of the Spanish conquest. Although locals were aware of the city's existence, it remained unknown to the Spanish during that period, and it remained largely unknown to the world until 1911, when American historian Hiram Bingham brought it to international attention. Machu Picchu was named one of the new 7 wonders of the world in 2007. Number 7. Angkor Wat. Located in the Cambodian jungle, Angkor Wat is the largest religious monument in the world. By one count, the complex contains some 700 large and small shrines placed over an urban area measuring 30 square miles, or larger than Manhattan. It was thought to have originally been constructed as a temple for the Hindu god Vishnu and transformed into a Buddhist temple near the end of the 12th century. It took 35 years and some 300,000 laborers, along with an estimated 6,000 elephants, to build the city. Did you know the movie Tomb Raider from 2001 used Angkor Wat's Taprom Temple as a location? Number 6. Easter Island. Rapa Nui is a remote volcanic island in Polynesia, but it's better known as Easter Island, and it's best known for those famous stone statues. There are 887 of the huge stone figures that are thought to have been carved during the 12th to 17th centuries. Known as moai, they stand around 13 feet on average, weigh 13 tons, and are carved out of porous volcanic ash, then placed atop ceremonial stone platforms. The enormous monuments are scattered in diverse locations across the island, and did you know the famous heads are actually connected to bodies underground? You just don't see them in the majority of photographs, or maybe the moai are bashful. Today, no one knows how those statues were moved or what their exact purpose may have been. Number 5. Masada. Its name in Hebrew means stronghold or mountain castle, which is an apt description. But it's often considered a fortress and is found in Israel on the western shore of the Dead Sea. It was built by Herod the Great in the 1st century BC. The plateau upon which it was built was surrounded by deep gorges and naturally fortified, and it was known for its ingenious engineering, containing a palace, barracks, a storehouse, and an armory. Today, it might best be known for a battle between the Roman legions and 960 Jewish Zealots, which ended with the Zealots' mass suicide in 73 AD. Number 4. The Churches of Goreme. Around 2,000 years ago, a volcano erupted in Turkey. The lava and ash formed soft rocks in the country's Cappadocia region that covered some 20,000 kilometers. Present-day fairy chimneys were formed as the softer rock was eroded by water and wind, but left behind a hard cap rock atop the pillars. The people of Goreme, in the heart of the region, realized it was easy to carve houses, monasteries, and churches from out of that soft rock. The Christian sanctuaries contain numerous examples of Byzantine artwork. The colorful frescoes are considered an exceptional artistic achievement from this period. Number 3. The Ellora Caves. Located in India, this site is thought to represent the pinnacle of Indian rock-cut architecture and is one of the largest such complexes in the world. Ellora features 34 caves excavated out of the rock, and the caves consist of artwork and monuments of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism from the period of 600 to 1000 AD, thought to be when the caves were built. It's now an archaeological site, but historically, the caves have served as temples for prayers, monasteries for monks, and a place for pilgrims to rest. Did you know the world's single largest monolithic rock excavation is found here? It's called the KAILASHA Temple, a monument dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva. It's especially notable for its vertical excavation. That is, carvers started from the top of the original rock, then excavated downward. Amazingly, its area is twice the size of the Parthenon in Athens. Number 2. Lycian tombs. The ancient Lycians were a group of people that didn't leave behind the most detailed historical record, but they did leave behind some amazing architecture. Lycia was actually a federation of ancient cities located in present-day Turkey. Many of their tombs were cut directly into the rock face, most often a cliff. The elaborate funeral chambers of wealthy Lycians were usually decorated with detailed relief carving. Outside, the tombs displayed important events that occurred during the lifetime of the deceased, as well as their specific likeness. A sliding stone door sealed the entrance. None of the rock-cut tombs can be dated before the 4th century BC. Other tombs created by the Lycians include the sarcophagus tomb, notable for their large size and consisting of a base, a grave chamber, and a pointed lid. The oldest and least common Lycian tomb is the pillar tomb. They only exist in West Lycia and consist of a monolith which narrows toward the top, standing on the ground or positioned on a base. The best known pillar tomb is probably the Harpy tomb at Xanthos. Number 1. Petra. This site was first introduced to the Western world by a Swiss explorer in 1812, but it existed long before that. Although an exact date is unknown, this city may have been established as early as 312 BC by the Nabateans. Petra is famed for its rock-cut architecture and water conduit system. It's also known as the Rose City due to the sandstone from which it is carved. Enclosed by gargantuan rock walls of the Wadi Meuse Canyon, Petra enjoyed a perennial water stream and had the advantages of a fortress. The city became a major junction for main commercial routes that linked Asia and southern Arabia with Egypt, Greece, and Rome. Petra is listed as one of the new 7 wonders of the world and is Jordan's most visited tourist site.